The Cleveland Browns are tearing through the NFL right now, and they look like they are the team to beat in the AFC. Hi, I'm Jesse McNamer, and welcome to BVM Sports Point of View. Before we get into it today, I just want to say we always appreciate your feedback and look forward to reading your comments like the one we've got right here. And I have to address this one. We hear you, Joshua, but you haven't been paying attention to me, my guy. We try to talk about all teams good and bad, and we were even high on Puka Nacua and the Rams before the season. Go check that video out. And be sure to stay tuned to the end of this episode to see if you can guess today's trivia question down below. To today's topic, are the Browns the scariest playoff matchup for any AFC team? They have forced themselves into the conversation of Super Bowl contenders after going on a run that no one could have expected. They've suffered injuries to nearly every key position, including the quarterback, where they are on their fourth starter of the year. Many NFL pundits had written them off and thought this would be just another disappointing Browns season. However, through all the injuries, the defense continued to perform like the best unit in the league, and Mr. Elite Joe Flacco entered the fold in mid-November to not only save the season, but make them a legit threat come January. Just look at their Week 16 game against the Texans. Flacco threw for 3 touchdowns and added over 300 yards through the air for the third straight game, something no other Browns QB had done even once all season. Wideout Amari Cooper caught 11 passes for 265 yards, breaking Cleveland's franchise record for receiving yards set by Josh Gordon. In just a few short weeks, the QB wide receiver duo has already developed a chemistry that surpassed 2019 Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham Jr. One play from that game that epitomized their chemistry took place in the third quarter when Flacco refused to get sacked on 4th and long and somehow found Cooper for the big-time conversion. Here's what Cooper had to say post-game about that play.
The thing I noticed about Joe, even though we've only been playing with each other for a short period of time, last game I realized his arm strength because I saw a couple plays where he was going down similar to that, and he was still able to get the ball out with great accuracy. So on that play, I saw that he was going down, but for some reason, I knew he would still get the ball off. But a lot of times, quarterbacks just let it be and they just go down, but not with Joe.
The offense may not be perfect, but the progress in the past month or so proves there is more potential they can tap into. On the other side of the ball, it's been clear all season that the defense will show up when it matters. Going into Thursday's game against the Jets, the Browns D has allowed the fewest yards in the league by far and has had some impressive performances against other contenders like San Francisco and Jacksonville. They have 25 takeaways on the year, good for top 5 in the league, and their 44 team sacks are in the top 10. They play solid team defense, yet they still have individuals like Myles Garrett and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah that can single-handedly win you games. Just look at these couple of plays from their Week 6 win against one of the best teams in the league, the 49ers. Needing a stop in crunch time, the defense dominated in the trenches, forcing Brock Purdy to intentionally ground the ball on first down, and on 3rd and long, they get to the quarterback yet again and force an incompletion, getting the ball back, leading to an eventual game-winning field goal. These are the plays that make a team a true contender. So with both the offense and defense clicking on all cylinders over the past few weeks, why can't the Browns win their first Super Bowl in franchise history this season? I mean, has any other team proven they're the team to beat? Sure, the Ravens have looked like juggernauts for most of the season, but we've seen that crumble in the playoffs before. Mahomes and the Chiefs will always be a threat until proven otherwise, but they have nearly no chance against this Browns defense if their wide receiver core continues to implode. Now you could ask, what have the Browns done in recent history to deserve this kind of confidence, considering they've won one playoff game in the past 30 years? That's definitely a fair point, but these aren't your Tim Couch Browns, and they're not your Colt McCoy Browns. This team has survived that no other Browns team has had in my lifetime, and I'm ready to fully hop on the bandwagon as long as Joe Flacco is under center. As I've said, the Browns defense is the best in the league, and Myles Garrett is the biggest reason for that. Be sure to check out our recent point of view to hear more on how we've been right about that all year. And the moment you've been waiting for, here's the answer to today's trivia question. We appreciate you tuning into this episode of BVM Sports Point of View, and we will see you in the next one.